Hi students, today we will learn about paracyclophanes. A cyclophane is a hydrocarbon consisting of an aromatic unit, typically a benzene ring, and an aliphatic chain that forms a bridge between two non-adjacent positions of the aromatic ring. The term originally applied to compounds having two para-phenylene groups held face-to-face by methylene bridges. Now let us learn about, okay, here let us see how the R and S configuration is to be assigned and how the structure of the molecule is and what are the pilot atoms in the paracyclophanes. So now here in the first example, in the first structure, see first we should remember that the two benzene rings are parallel to each other. The two benzene rings are parallel to each other and you can kind of, you can divide the molecule, means you can place a mirror through the molecule wherein there is going to be symmetry in the molecule and this structure is going to be, this molecule is going to be achiral. Because see, one is the two benzene rings are identical and there are two methylene groups on either end para to the positions to the benzene ring. So hence you can, if you place a mirror which is just bisects or segregates the molecule, then you can see that there is a symmetry in the molecule and the molecule is achiral. Now, when you talk about the pilot atoms, see first molecule is what I've circled here. In this, all the three groups are planar. CH2 group is planar, benzene is planar, and again the other CH2 group is planar. Okay, so these two are planar, whereas all the other three are suspended in the air, means they are non-planar. All the three other groups, that is benzene, the other two CH2 on either end of the benzene ring are non-planar. So this is the how the structure is formed in the paracyclophanes. Now when you look at the pilot atom, what happens is, you cannot consider this CH2 as pilot atom because we know the criteria for pilot atom is it has to be non-planar. And in cyclophanes, the two CH2 groups on either end of this benzene are planar. So we can't consider this or this as the pilot atom. But we should consider the next CH2 which is non-planar on either end. These two can be called as the pilot atom. So whenever we are assigning RS configuration, we should always start the numbering from this part of the atom. Whereas when you consider this as pilot atom, you consider the numbering from this end of the pilot atom. Okay, now the other kind of possibility is that, see, as I already told, these two benzene rings are parallel to each other. Now, when you look at the other benzene ring and the CH2 group, which is on either end at the para position of the benzene, you can see that this becomes now planar. Now, when you can consider this whole group to be planar, whereas the other end is becoming the non-planar. So if this, whatever circle, it becomes the planar, then the other end is going to be non-planar. Okay. Now, when you consider the pilot atoms, considering this as the planar molecule, then you can see that this CH2 group is going to be one of the pilot atom and or else this CH2 group is going to be one of the pilot atoms. So now you should assign the RS configuration depending on which benzene ring is substituted. Suppose if the substitution is on this benzene ring, then the pilot atom will be this side. So you can start numbering this way, whichever the suitable numbering is possible. Okay. Now suppose the numbering, let's take the substituent is on this end, on the other end, upper benzene ring. Then what happens is you have to consider pilot atom as this end. So you're going to start numbering this way. Like suppose this is the number substituent group. Then what you will do? You will consider this as pilot atom and you will start numbering from here 1, 2, 3 and so on. That's how you're going to number. Now let us take some examples so that it will be much clearer. Now let us take one example. See in this what happens. Now let us take first example. Okay. See now we can see that bromide is attached to this benzene ring. Now if you have to consider the pilot atom, then it is going to be, see now here what happens, this entire group is going to be planar. Now you're going to consider the pilot atom, means this is going to be the pilot atom. Now you're going to view the molecule from this end. Now your eyes are here, you're going to view the molecule from this end and start numbering. So it is going to 1, 2, 3. So it is in the anti-clockwise. So hence we're going to assign the S configuration. So I hope it is clear. See, wherever the substituent is, the other opposite end is always going to be the pilot atom, because wherever the substituent is, this entire thing is going to be planar. So, and pilot atom is not planar and it is non-planar. So, it is going to be either this end or this end. So, that is going to be the pilot atom. Now, let us take one more example. Now, again, you can see bromide is substituted on the below, that is on the planar molecule of the, or you can say the first molecule on the benzene. So, hence our pilot atom is going to be this, because you can see how this entire circle, whatever circle, is nothing but the, is going to be the planar molecule, including the 2CH2 group, and hence the CH2 on the other end is going to be the pilot atom, and we are going to numbers from that. So if you start numbering, what happens is you can see this CH2 which is directly attached to pilot atom gets first numbering, and then 2, and then bromide is on the third atom. So you're going to number it like this, 1, 2, 3, and it is anti-clockwise, and hence you're going to assign. So it is 1, 2, 3, right? It is nothing but anti-clockwise, and you're going to assign it as S. Now let us take one more example. So here again it is similar kind. Here the bromide is substituted on the benzene which is at the bottom. So you're going to take pilot atom as the non-planar CH2 group, and you're going to start numbering 1, 2, 3, and it is going to be clockwise, and hence you're going to assign it as R. Now let us take one more example. In this, what happens is there is a carboxylic acid, and here also it is the same way. So you can consider this as the pilot atom. And if you consider this as a pilot atom, then your numbering is going to be again like 1, the CH attached to pilot atom is a 1, 2, 3 in clockwise direction, and hence it is going to be the COOH. Now let us take one more example in this. So here again you can see how there are 4 substituents, and here again there is, you have to make use of the priority groups in this. Now let me tell that again there is an iodine group here which is getting the highest priority. So hence we are going to start numbering from, I mean, so we are going to consider this group for the numbering. So again this becomes the pilot atom. This becomes a pilot atom, and you're going to number. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the iodine. It is not going to have a nitro group in the numbering, because nitro is having less priority compared to iodine. Iodine gets the highest priority. So hence we're going to number it this way, and it is R configuration. See, suppose you're getting substituents on either side of the benzene, then always make use of the priority list. Just go through the priority list to give the nomenclature, to give the numbering and RS configuration. Now we have one more example here. See, here you have a keto carbonyl group and you have a methylene group, and definitely we know that carbonyl is having higher priority than the hydrocarbon. So hence we are going to number it this way, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to get it as R assignment, that is R configuration. So this is how you're going to assign for the cyclophanes. And one more example is there here. See, in this example what happens is the pilot atom is on the upper benzene ring. Okay, so whenever you have a substituent on the upper benzene ring, then always you can reverse the configuration. See, first let us start with the numbering. See, chlorine is there in the substituent, so hence this becomes your pilot atom, and you're going to number 1, 2, and 3. So it should be R, but since it is on the upper end of the group, you're going to reverse it and give it as S, because it is in the upper ring. So these are some of the examples for cyclophanes, RS configuration of cyclophanes. Thank you.